listening to the Ocean Rowing Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Painter, physical therapist and owner of Strong and Empowered Rowing. I help people continue their love of rowing without aches and pains. Along the way, I decided I wanted to row across the Atlantic Ocean. I'm finding it super hard to get in touch with previous ocean rowers and find the answers on how to make this possible. So this podcast is to share my story and what I learn as I get ready for and ultimately cross the Atlantic Ocean. Hear from experts in different areas and from others who have completed ocean rows. So anyone who wants to do this has easy access, and we can share our stories with the world. Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to the very first episode of the Ocean Rowing Podcast. I'm excited to get this project off the ground and help bring awareness to the sport of ocean rowing. So in this podcast, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, why I'm starting this podcast, and what I hope you get from it. So, why did I start this? I want to start this podcast because I'm like you. I'm pretty average, but I have this really absurd dream of rowing across the Atlantic Ocean. I want to do it in 2022, so about 4 years from now, but I'm going to plan, and I'm going to share that story with you. So about 2 years ago, I heard about this group that was crossing the Atlantic Ocean. I thought it was really cool. I watched these little dots on a screen as you can watch them in the race going across the Atlantic Ocean. I went to my husband and I was like, hey, I really want to do this. He goes, okay, how certain are you? I was like 75%. About 2 weeks later, I kind of forgot about it. Well, fast forward to December 2018 and the same thing happened. I saw the challenge, I saw people crossing the ocean, and I was like, I really want to do this. I went to my husband. He was like, well, how serious are you this time? And I said, 95%. He was like, oh, okay, you're serious. So it didn't leave my head this time. So clearly it's something I want to do, which means I'm going to do it. So I started reading tons and tons of books. Everything I could get my hand on. I've still got plenty to go as I'm not a fast reader. And I started listening to podcasts of people who have done it. I watched the Netflix movie. And I'm pretty much just researching as much as I can. Most people that I've read about, they're like, oh, okay, I want to do this, and they go sign up. Well, I'm not that way. I research and I plan. So I figured I might as well document it. So that's what this podcast is for. When I have questions, I'm going to put them out there. When I find answers to get in touch with people, I'm going to put that out there. I want to make this doable for anyone that wants to do it. Rowing is part of my life, which probably makes me a little bit different from a lot of people doing this. I love rowing. I work with rowers, and I've done it since I was in high school. While I know ocean rowing is different than rowing on a nice and calm lake, it's still rowing. And so far, the people that I've heard from, spoken with, or read about, none of them regret this experience. So, it's doable. And it's worth it. So why not share with as many people as we can and really make this doable for anyone? I'll ask the stupid questions. I'll ask the practical ones. This is all the things that are popping in my head. Everything that I want to know, I'm going to ask, and I'm going to put it out there for you. So I hope that you, the listener, are able to learn what I'm going through to get to the starting line. Hear from others who have done it or those going through it and are going to do it. And see what it really takes to get this moving and make it possible. It's almost like a behind the scenes of ocean rowing type of thing. My hope is that anyone that wants to can use this as a resource to help get them there. As this sport grows, it'll be harder and harder to talk to people. So let's document it. I'm already finding it hard to get in touch with people because I'm in the US, and a lot of people that have done this aren't necessarily from the US. It's growing here, but it's still hard to get in contact with people. So, I'm going to put it all here for you. A little bit about me. I'm Amanda. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, or a physio. I work with rowers. I've rowed since I was in high school. I've always enjoyed being on that wonderful calm lake. I've done triathlons, regattas, bungee jumped, scuba dived. I even got the bend scuba diving. Gone skydiving. On land, I've done a lot of things, but skydiving's not on land. But I've never done an extreme sport. So I'm like you. I'm average, or maybe more, I don't know. But I have this absurd dream. So follow along, ask questions, Reach out if you want to share, and let's bring our ocean rowing excitement to the world. I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me. If you want to keep up with the content I'll be putting out, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I hope you all have a great day.